shit. I can't fucking see fucking shit. I can't fucking smell fucking shit. Shit. Welcome to Run Your Mouth Podcast. I'm your host, Bad Wallet. I don't even fucking know where to start. Today is April 8th. It's the 16th day of the stay-at-home order. The Kansas City, Missouri, the whole state of Kansas, the whole state of Missouri on fucking lockdown. Now, people, I don't even know where to begin. I got a new podcast. At least that's what I'm calling it. I'm going to call it Run Your Mouth Podcast. The Run Your Mouth Podcast with Mad Marlin. We're going to talk about race, religion, politics, hip-hop culture, and a whole lot of gang shit. Where should I start off, family? My name is Mad Marlin. Oh, I can't forget about my co-host, Teddy Vader. He don't say shit. He just chill. Y'all don't pay him no mind. So family, I gotta get relaxed here. Let me just pour me up some of this dark side before we begin, because I am so nervous. I go live on Facebook, I go live on Instagram, and I just let the good time roll. You finally put me in front of a fucking camera, and I act like I got a shit cotton balls. Salute. Let me just begin by saying my name is Matt Marlin. I grew up in the Kansas City area, and for all of my life, I've been pursuing the dream of a rapper. For some fucking reason, I decided I wanted to be a rapper. I am so fucking nervous, man. I am so fucking nervous. A minute. We gotta find my groove, dude. Why would I want to start a fucking podcast? I mean, this is the first episode. I think we're gonna call this the first episode. I don't got shit. I don't got no mics. I don't got no fancy equipment. I don't got no big studio. All I got is my iPhone. I got Teddy. He don't say shit. He just chill. He don't say shit. He just chill. Why would a washed up OG rapper want to start a podcast? That's a good fucking question. I'm not a fucking washed up rapper. A lot of the younger cats call me an OG, and I can accept that. But the reason I want to do a podcast is because not to only mention, like I've been thinking about doing a podcast for like 2 years. You can ask my girl. I didn't just come up with this idea because the coronavirus then got the whole goddamn world on lockdown. I really came up with this idea. I just been wanting to do a podcast. I mean, to be honest, let me just lay it out there. I've been inspired by like Vlad TV, Kev Mac videos, Drink Champs, Joe Budden, Ro Rogan. I can't pronounce that cat's name. His show. I got a boy named Vigilante. He's always going live. There's a local cat, the Slapper Trashes show, Will Slap. These are just people who I've been watching and watching. It's like, man, I want to do that. I want to run my mouth. But the shit that I spew out, I want you to be entertained. I want you to be educated. And I want you to come to this podcast and learn a little something. Now, let me just say this. The basis of our podcast is shining the light on hip hop culture. abroad, but mainly on the local area. The basis of my show is to create a platform for local artists, independent artists, to have somewhere they can stop in. You can get the latest updates on them, because I'm gonna be bringing you interviews. I'm gonna be bringing you all kind of announcements. I'm gonna be bringing you, I'm gonna be talking about shit that's going on in the modern day world. Of course, we gonna get that. When your lips got legs, you can't do nothing but what? Run your motherfucking mouth. Run your motherfucking mouth. So let me get back to myself, man. I'm still kind of fucking nervous. Maybe I need to make it rain in this bitch or something. I ain't gonna make it rain just yet. But doing a podcast is just something I want to do. I'm really gonna be doing a lot of interviews on local artists. I'm gonna be bringing a lot of well-known, popular local artists. I really, really, really want to dig into this new wave, the new local scene. I want people to come to this podcast and get educated at times. I want you to come here and laugh. But most of all, I want you to come to my podcast, watch an episode, and I want you to leave different. I want you to feel different once, the podcast is over. And I just want to let y'all know I'm really, really, really going to be working hard to give y'all some good, creative, quality content. I really want to make y'all laugh too. See, I just got to bear with me. And I know my shit is not elaborate. Man, I want to have mics coming all out the thing like that. I want to have lights. I want to have a big crew. But right now, it's just me in my man cave. Man, this ain't a man cave. This is the back of the house, And I really want to just entertain you guys. I want to bring something to the podcast world that has never, ever been brought before. Speaking of fucking coronavirus, what the fuck are you guys doing out there? Like right now, today is Thursday, April 8th, I think, 2020. If you guys are not doing anything, you got to become one with the Run Your Mouth podcast. Cut. Well, it's hard doing this without no music playing live. I guess I'm going to come back in later and add the music that I want to hear. Welcome to the Run Your Mouth podcast. I'm your host, Matt Marlin, a.k.a. Mr. Run Your Motherfucking Mouth. Got my co-host deep in the background. Can y'all see Teddy Vader back there? He don't say shit. He just chill. Run Your Mouth podcast. We starting from the bottom, but we definitely headed for the top. So basically what I'm going to be bringing you guys is like in-depth interviews on local artists. And I'm going to start off local, then I'm going to go regional, but we're going to start off here in the local area. And I'm going to be asking these guys the real questions, the in-depth questions. Every show will feature a new local artist from the Kansas City area. The platform of my podcast is going to be based around that. So no matter what we're talking about, no matter what the topic is, we're always going to feature a local artist from the Kansas City area. Speaking of the local, fuck it. I don't know if I want to smoke while I'm doing it. Man, I can't smoke while I'm doing it. This is the test run. I'm not going to smoke while I'm doing it. I may smoke before. Right before I go on.
The courtship of most chameleons is gentle, but in this desert, a male meets a female so rarely he can't risk being rejected.
How was it that everybody fuck from the back like that? Because it's the same person made them, made us. That's how. That was quick.
That's all you learned.
So, and I want to do real in-depth interviews on these artists. I want to find out where they grew up. I want to find out where they see themselves 5 years from now. I always want to touch, every show we're going to touch on whatever the current issue is going on in a day. But we're going to have to investigate everything we plan to talk about. We don't want to just be bumping our gums, you know. We just don't want to be no motherfucking paralyzed lips now. We don't want the Bobby Brown job either. Actually, Run Your Mouth Podcast. I'm your host, Mad Marlin, a.k.a. Mr. Run Your Motherfucking Mouth. I got my co-host chilling in the back, Teddy Vader. He don't say shit. He just chill. Now, before we begin, fans, I'm gonna pour me up a drink for everybody out there on quarantine in the Kansas and in the state of Missouri. I think we're on day 16 of the quarantine. Anybody who is essential should be headed home or to work. Anybody who is non-essential should have their ass super glued to the TV screen watching me. Salute. Podcast. The Run Your Mouth Podcast will be the newest innovation in hip-hop culture. We're going to touch on race, religion, and politics, hip-hop culture, and a whole lot of gang shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how we're going to do it. And I've been trying to figure out, what do I want to talk about? Like, you know, a podcast, for one, I had to figure out what the fuck a podcast was. I don't know, podcasting, vlogging. I don't fucking know. But one thing I do know is, hold on.
Is there a problem?
Yeah, you look sick, nigga.
Excuse me?
Keep it moving. Whatever. So, family. And we also going to be bringing you in-depth interviews on local business owners in the Kansas City area, local celebrities, athletes, all the major influencers in the Kansas City area. We talking about revolutionizing the podcast. So every episode, we're going to preview local talent. Now, the first episode, the pilot episode, yours truly. We got to get me out the way now. Let's go ahead and get me out the way. Let's get me out the way. We can talk about something right now. I got a good topic. What about the verses? Anybody see Manny Fresh versus fucking Scotch Starch? Nigga, remember you used to starch the motherfucking jeans back in the 90s? No, Manny Fresh versus Scott Storch. I give it to Storch. Now, I don't like how people getting all fucking critical and too political about, did he make the beat or not? It's whatever. So this is what I want to see. These are the fucking verses that I want to see. These are the wars that I want to see. I want to see Jay-Z versus Snoop Dogg. Verse for fucking, no, not verse for verse. Song for fucking song. Club banger for club fucking banger. Oh, excuse me. I want to see Snoop Dogg and Jay-Z go verse for verse. I want to see motherfucking Ludacris versus Nelly. Ludacris and Nelly. I was talking to my homeboy Toothpick earlier, and we was going back and forth like, man, who could stand Ludacris versus Nelly, Future versus 2 Chainz. I fuck with both of them, but I don't fuck with both of them like that. You know what I mean? Shouts out to both the niggas. I know both of them been ruling the airways for the past 10 years. And I fuck with 2 Chainz heavy. I don't fuck with Future too heavy, but I fuck with him, but not that heavy. Now here's one you might want to check out for. Here's one gonna fuck you up. Now remember, Snoop Dogg versus Jay-Z, Ludacris versus Nelly, Future versus 2 Chainz, Eminem versus, yes, Eminem versus Tech 9. Me and my boy discussed it, and we think, I know for a fact, far as like fan base and compound rhyme syllable, over compulsive rhyme patterns, Tech 9 can fuck with Eminem song for song. Tell them both Mad Me's said so. Tell them Teddy Vader said so. He don't say shit. He just chill. So, Tech 9 versus Eminem. Let's go to the local scene, nigga. Not local scene, but let's go to the fucking underground. Rich the Factor versus Mac Dre. Oh, niggas in Kansas City probably watching this shit like, oh, bro, what the... Nigga, we already talked about it, homie. Rich the Factor versus Mac Dre. Dr. Dre versus who? Beat for beat? Who can go beat for who? Y'all? Diddy. Your boy Diddy. Combs, Brother Love, whatever the fuck he calling himself these days. Let me see that. Let me see that. I want to see them wars. So, and we'll cover all aspects of hip hop culture. Now, when I say that, I just mean like a lot of platforms tend to just focus on drama, basically. All of the dirty laundry, all of the boogers in your nose, all of the skeletons in your closet, all of the crust in your ass, all of the residue. We want to know, where was an artist at? Let's say a young art. Where were you at when you wrote this song right here? Where was Nelly sitting at when he wrote Country Grammar? Where was Snoop Dogg sitting at What was he doing? What was he wearing when he wrote rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on, you know what I'm saying? Where the fuck was Tech 9 at when he wrote Planet Rock? You want me to jam up in ways came under the days, I'm singing my band, but names, nigga. You know, the Run Your Mouth podcast, we want to ask the awkward, in your face people been wanting to ask but ain't got the balls to ask. If your lips got feet, you can run your mouth right here on the Run Your Mouth podcast. Because we're going to be doing live calls. Yes, we're going to. Oh, shit. Rona in the air or something. I don't know. That coronavirus got me just taking out wipes every 20 minutes and just, I don't know, just wiping shit down and shit. I don't know. Y'all gotta forgive me. Right here on the Run Your Mouth podcast, I'm your host, Mad Marlin, aka Mr. Run Your Motherfucking Mouth. So, you know, the Run Your Mouth podcast, we want to give away free prizes. We want local bands to send us their music, rappers, R&B artists, and we want to feature you right here. We want to give you real shine time. Not none of that. So many other different platforms, they tell artists, come to my platform, we'll put you on. No, you're not. It don't work out like that. It don't work out like that. Listen, when you got a platform that's dedicated to shining the light, to generating, to creating a platform for hip-hop culture right here on a grassroots level, my brother, it's for the culture. I know that shit sounds so cliche, but action speaks louder than words. So fuck with the Run Your Mouth podcast. How you in the car with somebody with the windows up with a mask on? Mask on? Mask off? We'll talk about this on the Run Your Mouth podcast with Mad Mark.